This is Brazos. Brazos is a 3-year-old stallion. And he is a Lusitano. And they did say that he's been on lots and lots of trail rides. That for like an advanced rider, he is fine. He might not be okay for a beginner because he is a stallion. He is a 3-year-old. That's fine. Yep, just go that way with him. Don't run me over on my bucket. His feet are pretty growed out, but there are no feet problems. He just needs them trimmed. All right, go ahead, Charlie. They can. Oh, I'll go ahead and get off my bucket so I don't die. You just ran your dog over. You're like Bear. So he is just 2 Hispanic guys brought him to the cell and basically just said that they really, really needed the money, not the horse right now, that, something had come up. And unfortunately, they needed the money. So he is a Lusitano, and he is 3 years old, and he is a stud. They said their kids ride him at home. They said if you take him on trail rides or take him out to the public, he probably needed a adult rider just because he is a stallion. But at home, their children rode him, and that is what they told us. They told us that they have roped on him a little bit. He's broke, very, very broke. And everything they told us about him is true. We have had no issues. And they said that he's just a 3-year-old baby. And he was by an Andalusian stallion and out of a Spanish Mustang mare. And he would be considered a Lusitano. And he is a wonderful, wonderful horse. His tail drags the ground. His mane is long. He could probably use just a little bit of time to mature. But they did a good job. I mean, he's broke. He's really a beautiful horse. And he's not hard to get along with. He stood tied to the trailer while she saddled him. The only time I heard him talk to any of the other horses on the property was when she first stepped on him at the beginning of this video. And that could happen with any horse. I don't think that was stud behavior. I think that was just horse behavior. So as soon as she put him to work, he has been immediately mature and was like, okay, this is business, and rode right off. So I do know they said they have tried to rope off of him just a little bit. They did say that at home children have been riding him, and away from home they have trail ridden him. Just 2 tight circles, just to switch his weight that to the inside. Heels, elbows, like I'm like the English instructors where they're like, more leg. Because he's more narrow. So this is a 3-year-old Lusitano stallion that's broke. They said at home children have ridden him. Away from home, an adult needs to ride him because he's a stallion. He's by an Andalusian stud out of a Spanish Mustang mare. Again, 3 years old, well broke. Just a nice horse. Maybe somebody could use him for like just a dressage prospect, ranch rodeos. He's how many hands tall? Yeah, just ride him up and down here so they can see him. I just want him to know, with him being kind of a young, really, he's probably 15 hands. Yeah, he's bigger than you. I mean, he's narrow, but he's not a tiny horse. He might be 14.3, but I bet he's 15 hands. Step off of him and step back on him, since I promise he's bigger. Charlie is 5 what? Yeah, he's 15 hands. He might be 15.1 even. I knew he was bigger than that. He's just a little bit narrow, so you don't realize that he's as tall as he is. He's got a beautiful mane and a beautiful tail.
He's narrow,
yeah.
These are long enough, but when he starts going.
He has great conformation, no blemishes. So this is Brazo, and he is a 3-year-old Lusitano stallion. Go ahead and take him to the water and back, Charlie. I guess we're just going to have to... I had Kaylee and them come out here at midnight and at 3 and check her.
Yeah, no.
Oh, they told you? Yeah. He's what? Oh, she said his trot is so floaty. Like, you just don't, You feel like you're just on a cloud. So this is a super nice Lusitano stallion. Again, he's 3 years old and he plows 1,850 acres. Oh my gosh, yeah. They told me he had been on a lot of trail rides. He never even balked at that water. He didn't even slow up. He went across the water like that was his job. They told me they had trail ridden him a lot. And you can tell they have. Watch him cross the water right here. He doesn't even... She went through the shallow side, now the deeper side. Lope him to me. Yes, he lopes beautifully. He lopes beautifully. And he's got a big, beautiful stop. Come on with him. Come on with him. And then stop him and back him up when you get in front of the camera. You know the drill. Right there. Ooh, good job, buddy. Good boy. This is Brazo, and he is a 3-year-old Lusitano stallion. He floats like a butterfly, Charlie said. He's a Lusitano stallion, 3 years old, and he's 1,850 acres. You step off him and walk him up there? Or they can just see. He's got good manners. He's a little more narrow than we're used to, but I think those young Andalusian horses kind of are. I think that's just within their breed. Both testicles are descended. If you want to castrate him, you can. Or if you don't want to castrate him, you don't have to. But he's got great ground manners. He's not a bad stud. He's not boyish. He's not ugly. He's a wonderful horse. So he does not have papers. If he had papers, I would add a 0 to his price. He's that nice. She goes, is he papered? And I'm like, you would have to pay 1 more 0. He would be 5 figures minimal. You couldn't touch him for under probably 15 to 20. So he's the most docile horse probably that we've had in a long time of that age category. And he's a stallion. So let's just say he's phenomenal. All right, you guys, this is Brazo.